Generic greetings and welcome to Sid Meier's Railroads. Today's beverage is exquisite. That is a winter coffee, essentially a standard latte with added almond flavouring in. It's something I normally pick up around sort of November, December time, around Christmas and the holiday period, and it's very festive, and then it sort of disappears from stores for the rest of the year, at least the ones I frequent. But the shop I normally get it from had it in early this year, so I thought I'd pick up a couple of tins, and yes, I did check to make sure it wasn't just dented out of date stock from last year that they found in the back of the warehouse and shoved on the shelf waiting for some idiot like me to come along and buy it, so that's good. Very nice indeed. It's very much a treat. And the thing is, that got me thinking, because I distinctly remember enjoying that very beverage while making a video on this. Well, not the exact same one, you understand, that was consumed over a year ago, but you get what I'm saying. And then, thinking ahead, I was like, well, when was the last time I played it and featured it and blah, blah. And that one thing led to another, and now it's now, and I'm going to play some of this because I can, and I don't think I've featured it on the channel in almost a year as of the time of recording. So, yeah, this is the game. Essentially, you build a railway empire, for lack of a better term. You place track and you have a company, and it's very easygoing and quite casual and something I very much enjoy. And I know there's a lot of other modern games out there that may do things better or has more stuff in it, but I still think this holds up, regardless of how annoying it may be to get working at times, because it's from 2004. And it not only do I still enjoy it, it does have some nostalgia for me, and I do, like I said, still think it holds up. I mean, I could play things like Machinki or Transport Fever, Railway Empire, which is very heavily based on this. You've got Open TTD in VR stuff. You've also got Rolling Line and Derail Valley. So there's no shortage of games about trains, but I do still enjoy playing this one. Either way, let's just crack on. So we've got Island Hopping, which is a custom multiplayer map. I'm not going to play one of those. I think I'm going to play one of the scenario ones. I think we'll go for Northwest US, 1850 to 1930. I'd like to start later and end later. That's 1850 to 1950. That's a custom map, Northeast UK. I tried to put that on, it doesn't work. Same as I tried Australia, and there was I think it was a Denmark one as well. They don't seem to work with the AI. And I'm not really a fan of the one map like that. I think we'll go for that. I know, actually, one of my favourites is that, Southwest US, because you get lots of gold and such. We'll go with 1850. Actually, start in 1900, do we? Or do we not? There's two ways to win the game. And the two ways are either to buy out all of your opponents, in which case you win, because there's only you left, or you can do these objectives here. So if you get most of these done, then you get all of the tokens, and then you win by objectives. However, that assumes you're not bought out by another company. I think some of the multiplayer maps, yeah, they just say, be the last one standing. So anyway, let's go for probably that one, Southwest US. I think we will start in 1850, because why not? Difficulty level is Investor, which is your normal difficulty. Routing difficulty was set to hard. The difference is easy trains will go through each other, so they'll just happily ghost through each other and clip through each other. That's not very accurate. Medium is accurate up to a certain point when a train can't pass another for a certain amount of time, and then it will simply just clip through it and crack on, whereas hard is what you would class as, well, accurate. Number of AI players, 3. We're not going to randomise the city or the landscapes or anything like that, and we will just start. In fact, one of the reasons why I was looking at more train games is because me and a friend have been playing some multiplayer Factorio, got nearly, I think, over 60 hours on a save. No, not 60 hours, about 40 odd hours, and I've been really scratching my head trying to figure out how on earth to get the trains working in that, and I've finally cracked it, so that's good. Anyway, so we are in LA, Big Smoke, Los Angeles, and we have we've got the Blythe Maze Company over there, and we have San Diego there. So the way the game works is essentially you run rail from one place to another. So we also have objectives, which the victory screen you see, build a shipping lane from Flagstaff to Phoenix to Las Vegas, and in the gold rush, ship 5 carloads of gold to yourself. Start with some spending money, deliver 5 carloads of gold. Okay, so gold would be in them there hills, probably. Apparently not. Okay, we need to see where other people are anyway. So we've got over here in Yuma, we have J Cook. We'll have, hopefully not Bismarck anywhere. We've got, we won't because it'll J Gould. And where else? Maybe up here? No. Have a go around. There's Las Vegas. And then Jim Fisk over there. So actually, not in a terrible position. However, gold is quite a way away, so that's going to be a problem. Anyway, let's just focus on getting this sorted. So we're going to unpause it, and we are going to run some track all the way down to San Diego. And what happens is, when you place the track, it'll try and randomly like move around and such, and conform to the land, and the land will alter as well. And then you can build like, you know, trusses and stuff like that, but it'll do its best. And then you can also double and triple track to get more lines in it, which we'll do at some point. So I've got this line going to LA to San Diego, and I've also placed a station. So I will now buy a train. So I want a train starting there, and we'll say fill it with 3 passengers and 2 mail. That's fine. We'll say wait until full. No, I don't think we need to. And then we go over to San Diego, and then that is that one done. So that's the route. If we had a third one, then it would go there first, and basically it goes from top to bottom. And it's really, really, really simple to get these done. That's the beauty of the game, that it just works. If we go to change here, we can see the type of yeah. Hang on. Where? That song. Here we go. No, why you not do it? So the 040 Grasshopper is pathetic, but we now have the 440 American. That thing there, that's what we're using at the moment. So we will say okay, and then we will unpause it. And that cost us a lot of money. So what we want to do is we want to double track from here, and then we want to double track again, and that'll probably do us for now. We're going to run a track from the central area over to this bit, which is the Blythe Maize Company, because it supplies corn, and corn is used in a process over here. You can see when you mouse over the areas, it says their supply and the demand. So all cities, well, towns above, supply passengers and mail, and then they also have certain demands based on the map and what processes they have. So this demands corn. I don't know what it's classed as. Well, it might be classed as maize. Either way, it demands that, and then it turns into food. So what I'm going to do is have a hopper there. I'm going to say train there. You fill. Wait until full. Go there. Empty the load. Come back. Now I could go there and get rid of the rest of the train. New speed record, 32 miles an hour near Phoenix Crossing, J Gould. Very nice. So yes, I could, if I wanted to, go there, uncouple the train, you know, break the train up, and then come back here. And that's something I would probably recommend if you have a train going a long way. Whereas this, pretty much, it's going to reach the station by the time we. It's going to reach the station by the time it's fully built. In fact, speaking of building the train, what I'm going to do is go to that, and we want to edit that. So modify the train's cargo. We're going to say not wait until full. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and go to that one and not wait until full as well. And then it's just going to go back and forth, because at the moment it's only generating, well, it's generating nothing. And it's got 5 on the back there. It's got even more. Hang on. Is it just working then? Oh yes, it is working. I'm gonna edit that back then. That's fine. Wait until full. There we go. Yeah, if it's just going back and forward, it might be alright. Sometimes the companies don't build up as much. You know what, because of the distance, I think I am just going to say 4. But wait until full 4 and then go back and forward, because we don't want to be wasting precious stuff. So there we go. That's now okay. We also now have food being made here, and what I might do is buy out the food plant, because that'll give us some revenue. So it's currently 83, but the problem is we have to put this on the open market. So it's currently up for auction, and yes, we now have people buying, bidding on it. So there's Jim Fisk bidding on it. I'm now, yeah, paying a lot more than I originally expected, and this is a tactic that some of the AI will use, and indeed I do it myself against the AI if I've got enough money. But I'm going to pay well over the odds. Oh, good grief. Mayor of Blythe Slits Railway, so that should be good. If we build that, we'll get a bonus. I'm going to have to probably sell some of my stock here to get this, unless they don't bother bidding. 213,000 generic units of currency, which is not something I wanted to pay, but buying it off in the early point here is not too bad. So, that solicits railway, so it wants me to deliver 7 units of maize. Hang on, if I just set that over there into Blythe, what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to do that and then spin it round, and the reason for that is then when we double track, we can then head over this way. So we'll put that in there, and what we'll do is we'll edit this car. So instead of going from there into LA, we will say go to, well, we'll delete that, and then we'll go there, and then we'll bring the 4 loads. In fact, what we'll do is say fill it up, and we go, and it'll spin round and it'll fill up. Okay, so I've got 104. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I want to double track this to... Actually, I want to increase the length of the track, like so. It's moderate uphill, but you can use plus and minuses to edit that. Edit the grade. That's going to be our track there, which will then go across over to here. Moderate uphill. If we come down, gentle uphill, no grade. Perfect. It does cost more, though, to do that, as you might expect. So we're going to fill that up, wait until full, go there, empty the load, job done. And that should hopefully give us quite a bit of money. However, I want to sell some of my shares, and the reason for that is I'm going to be a bit cheeky here, and this could come back to bite me, but I'm going to buy out Blythe Food Company, and the reason for that is we now have 2 cars going there. This one I will alter and still send it to LA, but I'm going to get the bonus from this, and the bonus from that is I actually don't know, I didn't check. Where would it be? Don't know, but you know what, I shouldn't, with the auction ongoing, probably best to keep an eye on that. Crop circles discovered, cornmeal prices plummet. Great. So I'm going to earn a lot less, so that's the game just kicking me in the teeth. Thank you, game. Either way, I'm going to get that, which is good. And the reason it didn't go for as much as the other stuff is because it currently hasn't produced anything. You see the overall yearly revenue is 0. Once this comes in and unloads, we'll get a lot of money from that. So let's just see how much money we get. So for a start, we're going to get a bonus from that. So there's 14 grand for delivering it, plus 2,800 from the factory that we own, the food factory. And I'm rewarded with 100,000. So that's good. So I'm going to buy back my stock, so it's harder for the opponents to mess around with it. And then I will alter that once it's unloaded. You see it's taking a while to unload. I can upgrade this one. Actually, no, I want to edit that. So edit that once it's finished unloading. There we go. Blythe, we want to say delete, but we do want to go to LA and probably 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll do us. Okay. And the reason I'm doing that is because you can see LA has now got 5 food, so I want to double track all the way from there to there, and I want the train just going back and forward. So we'll say train, cancel there, food and mail to there, back and forward. This one we will edit, and we're just going to say passengers. Now that's not too bad for the time being, but we need to see what the rest of our competitors are doing. Jaycook's doing that. That's fine. That's getting built. That's getting built. And that's wine. It's got a winery and a forge, which we could take from there. That wouldn't be too bad, actually. It means we just have to track up to here. No grade to there. And then what we do is we connect that up to there. And we split it off here. No grade. And we've just got Birkenshaw's manual rails. 25% cheaper to build rails. Well, that is good. So we want that. Mayor of Bullhead, Solicitor Railway. Don't know where they are. And actually, is that a... Whoa, yeah. He's sending his people around there. Yes, I really would like to get this. And, oh, I've got a new speed record in the 260 Mogul. Excellent. Speaking of that, we could actually upgrade this train. I'm just looking at these here. You can see they have different costs and such, but it seems like that is just better. It says preferred cargo freight, but it's just better at everything. So you can see when I mail this one here, if it's got 2 cars, it can go about 45, whereas it goes less and less and less and less. This one, yeah, it's just better. It's just it is just better, and I click cancelled anyway. So upgrade, select, upgrade, select. This is one of the big downsides with the game, that you have to essentially upgrade them all manually, and it's a massive mess on. But that's now in. So we'll move this over to here, but we want to go that down so it's no grade. Oh no, we're going to have some sort of grade because... No! Darn it. It just was flickering there, and then it built a tunnel. There we go. You have to have some sort of grade on that one. And build those there. Want to go from there. Iron ore. I don't think it's iron, it's just ore. Then clear the car and then come back because it's quite a ways away. So that's fine. And that is our smelter there. So I will buy that one out, and hopefully the AI isn't smart enough to figure out what I'm doing. Probably is. But anyway. And once we've done that, we can... Actually, that'll be gold one. Yes, it turns it into gold. And then we can bring gold over to LA because LA wants gold. It looks like they are not bothered about me buying that, which is good. I'm probably going to run a rail... That requires wine. Oh, that wants wine, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. All over this to this winery. Alright. Double track. Rail. Oh. Not there. Fill that up. Wait until full. Go there. Clear the car. Come back. Okay. And we will connect it like so. And then we're going to split that off around here to go around. And we just don't have enough to reach LA. But we will shortly, because in Barstow on the right you can see we've got loads of ore coming in, which will then generate gold, which we will then transfer from there for wait until full. Actually, we'll wait until full a lot. Then close, go there. And then clear it, and then bring back passengers, which at the moment, it's going to shout at me saying, you're going to lose money bringing that. And the reason for it is Barstow doesn't have any demand for passengers on mail, but it will. It will, because it's now got, it's got all the grapes from the grapevine here. It's going to come in here. It's just going to get loads of money. So then the town gets bigger. So we should be alright. What I'm going to do is just double track that up to there. Add the extra stuff in here, and it means that it can now go onto this siding rather than having to wait. What I probably need to do as well is upgrade my stations, which I haven't done in things like San Diego, but it does cost a fair bit to do. So, and here we go. Look, we've got some food from Blythe that we haven't transported yet, and I think we could probably fix the issue over here. There. We'll track it to about there. Then we'll have a train from Blythe. Go to there. And back. And I could change that actually to... Come back with that. Again, it's going to shout at me saying I don't have... I'm going to lose money, but that's okay. It's it'll just be future-proof, that's all. That's a glitch. There we go. Western Gold Rush Fuels passenger travel. So passenger travel is going to be, it's gonna get more money from doing it. That's good. Again, just double tracking all of this where we can. And remember this place. Oh, there we go. Look, Bar's actually increased in size, so it is now demanding passengers and mail, and we'll get the same over here as well, I'm sure. The winery is up. Well, I should have bought that up beforehand, so I'm going to try and buy it now, and I'm sure the rest of these guys are going to try and outbid me, but here we go. What I've done is I've just altered the gold car. See there? I've altered that so it now has wine on the back as well. Have you seen there's actually riflemen on it as well to protect it, which is cool. I'm going to buy up some of my own stock there. I've created an industrial empire, apparently. I'm guessing that's an achievement. Not an achievement, a mission here. Victory, yes, success. Expand your company, own ahead of heights, attaining net worth of 5 million. Fair enough. That's what's happened there. So Bly's got bigger. That's sending stuff back and forward. That can only go on there, so that's fine. This place is requesting oil. However, oil is really in Jim Fisk's territory, and I don't really want to have to try and drive into there because I'm going to have to go under all these like wooden trestles and stuff, and it's going to be annoying. Bullhead City is wanting cattle, which for some reason he's not bothered about doing. He's went straight over the top of that there, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, looks like this is now going to head off with loads of gold. It's going to fill up with gold. I think it's already on. Yeah, it's already on the way, so it's not going to follow my original directives. So going from, where is it? It's Blythe to San Diego. That's food, isn't it? Yes, it is. Food, and it's going to. It looks like it's building the train now. You can hardly see it. It's there, and it'll probably start spawning the carriages as it goes. Yeah, it does. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So here's the gold coming to LA. Yes. Nice. And local prospector hits PAYDIRT. Look at the money you get from it. 40 odd grand. Wow. And I own... Actually, I don't own any anything there. There's a new train. Let me just see what that was. It is a 460 10-wheeler. So, for the numbers denoting how many wheels it's got. So, 4 bogie at the front, then you got your 6 drive, and then 0 at the back. So it's faster. However, if you've got 8 cars, the Mogul's actually got more torque. It can actually go a little bit faster. So what we'll do is we'll upgrade all of our passenger trains to that one. Which some of them are mixed, which is the problem. That's why I don't normally do that, but anyway, we've got that now. So, other stock that people have. Looks like Jim Fisk is really cheap at this stock at the moment, so I'm going to start buying it out. Because he's to my north, and if I can get all of his territory up north, then that'll help me out a lot. There's a new speed record, 46 miles an hour. Almost breaking the sound barrier. So, is there anything down here? There is a cattle company and another cornfield, and San Diego does require both. What I'll do then, I will upgrade the station. The reason I'm going to upgrade it to a terminal is you can't have a... You can only have 4 track. Any more, it won't work. It won't add them as a station. You can see the platform here. And if you try to do that, it just puts the line there and it doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is have a line going to here, and then we'll go over to that one there as well. So we'll That's no grade if we go to there, which is really good. 160 grand, though, which is a tiny, just a tad bit expensive. I'm gonna kick it up a notch. So gentle uphill, no grade, yep. Then I want to run that down to there. And then what I'll do is I'll do that, split it to there, because then we can have that and that in there. Excellent. So, from there, you, cows, you are going to there, and then clear and then come back. Same for there, the cornfields, wait until full, go there, clear the cars, come back. Probably don't need to clear it, but we will. We will. So that's fine. We want to buy out the food plant and the stockyard, so we're going to bid on both. Now, even though I've set both going, you only have one auction going at a time. So, that's important. Oh, I almost won that, and then he came in and just put another 10 grand on it, because he's that sort of person. Come on! Yes! Right, so, bidding on this one now. I might buy some more of Jim Fisk's stock. Apparently, the most successful person in Southwest. That is another achievement. We're going to go to normal speed here. This is increased speed in tight turns. I'm going to bid on that. Apparently, this train has been in the queue for quite some time. Well, it will do because it's waiting for this to supply. In fact, why is it not supplying? It's going into... Oh, it's because of this. That's why. You know what I could do then? I could do that. And it should move now. Yeah, there we go. Now it's moving. I'm really wanting to buy these air brakes. But I'm also really keen on getting Jim Fisk's stock. Don't think I'll be able to buy him out because Jay Gould owns some as well. 2, 1. Right, so I got the air brakes. Excellent. So, I think I've gone right early with buying out all of the industries that I was gonna. I assumed we were going to manage and fulfill. You can build your own. You can build whatever the scenario allows you to build, but it costs $500,000 to do that. So yeah, it's quite a bit. Buy a bit more stock. So I've now bought 8 pieces of Jim Fisk's stock. Jim Fisk doesn't actually own any of his own stock at all. I own 80% of his company, and 20% is Jay Gould. I can spend $2.5 million in buying him out. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to spend my time probably... Well, I should probably expand, shouldn't I? Quite frankly. So, where should we expand to? There's no industry over here. This is wanting oil. So if we put a track in there, we might be able to do it. So we'll see where that's going to... Actually, no, you know what we need to do? Look at Barstow now. It's massive, isn't it? Oh, it's been connected with someone else as well. And I want to make sure that we get all the gold from that, because it's the most precious of cargoes in the game. It's the most expensive. We want to upgrade that to a station, then to a terminal, and the reason you do that, I should really show you from here. Currently depot, so 50% carload unload speed, 25% passenger and mail revenue. Station, you can see, increases the load and unload speed as well as the mail revenue, and then a terminal is even better. And I just realised that there's a lot of cargo going through there, but we've still got a lot of people. I don't know why. That's food. We should really, ideally, do another track all the way to there. And that's just going to be solely for mail and passengers. There we go. It's going to go from those two. Got a sweet tooth. Grape prices jump. That's good. Right, so what I need to do, that's bringing back wine, is it? No, we need to edit that one. Modifies route or cargo. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, that's fine. And then 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's fine now. And it's really passenger, but passenger and freight, isn't it? So those are going to go back and forward. Get that as a terminal. Buy some J. Cook stock out. Just make sure that that is upgraded, which it is. You don't need to upgrade the silos, the ones there. Just doesn't, you can't do it. So this is now done. What we want to do is from here do that, which allows us to and go along here, which we will then split it off around about there, and then head towards the oil field. I need to go over the top ideally. There we go, and then I can place that there. And I can take oil, and I will actually say wait until full, and we'll take it down to there, clear the car and come back. Alright. Knowing that this refinery is going to be cracking on and making goods, we'll do that. And then what we'll also do is double track it from there up to there. So when we're making the goods, we can bring it back and forward. I see all that unfold. Looks like Jay Gould is trying to buy that, which don't really know why he's doing it. I'm guessing just because he can. Yeah, I think so. Here's the thing. I've got more money. God, look at the size of Barstow now. Massive. 9 gold as well. Cool. Hip, hip, hip. Right. Just wait for this to crack on. At least the trains are working. Which is good. We haven't got anything that's stuck as far as I can tell. You see, I'm just buying out all of the stock that's currently just sitting available. The advantage I have so far is that not one of them has really encroached on any of the stuff that I've been making. So, like, there's only really Barstow there, which is Jim Fisk. He's taking gold to and from it. It's not a big problem though. That oil, it is. Where did it come from? Did it come that way? Did it come along here and then do that? It might have done, you know. Oh, we have to disassemble the train now. The 280 consolidation. Very nice train. Freight as well. 60 miles an hour. Right. Upgrade that. Oh, it's just better in every way. Right. Okay, every train then. I think it's better in every way. Yeah, it's better in every way. My coffee's going to be cold. I've just realised I've already touched it. Okay, it's tepid. I'll take tepid. Okay, that is the main problem with this game. You do get very much distracted. So I've now got 60% of J. Cook's stock, and that means it's going to take 5.5 million to buy that out. Again, as you can see, I'm buying more and more stock. And yes, I haven't bought my own stock out. I realise that. I know there's 3 bits of stock still awaiting that to be bought. Ooh, where's this? The Phoenix Refinery. So, in Phoenix... oh, sorry, not refinery. The winery. I guess they do... You don't refine grapes, really, do you? No. Anyway, I'm going to buy it out because I can. I know it's cost me nearly 500,000, but I don't particularly care. I just... I want to get that. There we go. I'm just trying to buy most of their stock out. I mean, there's no question here. I don't think there's any question really that I've won this game, because I've got 21 million Like my company's worth 22 million now. My mistake. The next highest being J on 8 million. Oh, there's a 25% passenger delivery bonus. So we're going to keep putting our hand up because we can. And we've bought out the rest of J Gould's stock. So there's only really our stock to buy out now. Oh, there we go. Look, we now have. Is that stuck? What's it waiting for? Oh, do you know where it's trying to go? It's trying to go up to bar store. What I'm gonna have to do then is track from there to there. Do that. And then do that. And then you can see that'll come this side. Yes. Whoa! Glitches! Glitches! I did say the game was quite old and it can have some problems. Cool. I've never seen a train do a handbrake turn. I mean, it did a U-E there, didn't it? It just spun right round. Oh, good grief. Right, so we now got stuff from here, which we can double track to there. We can say go from there. All of that, wait until fall, go there, and just come back. So it's going to go from... Oh, I was hopefully it was going to go from there to there. This is the problem we have now, is that we need to then start doing this, which is connecting up the different lines to the other ones so they can happily switch. But the problem with that is the game doesn't really route it very well. It does have some problems there. So we'd have to do things like this, and now we have access to all of the track, and they'll happily move around. But I mean, all the lights work and such. Like, the logic's there. It's just, you know, hampered by the time period when the game was made, I guess. Like I say, there's a couple of other newer games that are out and happily route and such and don't have trains doing complete 180s in. Oh, good grief! I'm gonna buy out. Jim Fisk's company, and that means I now have all of this. I have Las Vegas as well. In fact, if I build a ship name from Flagstaff to Phoenix to Las Vegas, so I need to get Phoenix and Flagstaff, which, again, my geography. There's Phoenix over there, and yeah, that's going to be a problem. I don't think I'm going to bother. Read my lips, says Prez. Promises tax cuts. Extra cash drives up demand for manufacturing goods. Well, I'm in manufacturing goods. I have the refinery there. This is good. Because it produces the good. So lonely. But I've got me trains. What's this? Phoenix Smelter. Oh, we'll get that then. Why not? Have you seen what's happened here? It's been a bit cheeky by J Cook. He's bought out the last 3 bits of my stock. I mean, I've got 32 grand. I mean, how much is it going to cost for him to buy the rest of me out? I don't know, but if I wanted to just buy out his stock, it would be 6 million. I don't know if that's each, but it's going to be 6 million. So, yeah, but the best way to do it is just to buy out J, which is 5 million, and run max speed anyway, so that wouldn't take too long, and then it's just J. The biggest tip I can give when playing this game is quite simply, don't ever stop building. Always keep routing, always keep building, always keep expanding, because there's no real downside to it. Obviously, you are, yes, spending money and such, but, you know, bigger empire, better empire in this game. That's what it is. I mean, there are limits. You, for example, can focus on, say if you started in Las Vegas, you might think, right, well, I've got a refinery, and right next door, we've got the gold mine. So I'm going to focus on getting all of that early on, traveling back and forward, and just doing that. Because you know that the gold in the game, in this one, where is it? Price for gold is 42,000. Manufactured goods actually 43, so it is the highest. I thought gold was in this one. I mean, it does fluctuate based on supply and demand. There you go. That's I think that's price going up and down. So actually, gold's gone right down and manufacturing goods going up. But that is where the event happened there when said tax cuts, manufacturing goods goes up. So I think gold as standard is the most expensive. Or rather, it's the most cost efficient to transport around. So yeah, you get the most from transporting it, which is good. We still haven't done Bolthead City, and I could do that. No, I can't. What I'm going to have to do is run that track along and underneath, like that, and do... Oh, it already has a... Already has it. It's there. Ah. I'm going to be able to connect that up. I will be able to, actually. I'll do that. There we are. And then we'll have one going from there to there. There we are. And boom. Merge. J-Cook. So now I control all of this as well. And then you realise just how much of a nightmare the computer routing can be. I mean, look at that. Look at the state of that. It's like if Escher really, really liked railways. Yeah, it's like Explosion in the Rail Factory. And what the hell is that? Rewarded by 100,000 for doing the Bullhead one. And as you can see now, there's loads of these. And I'm sure some of them will be quite old. Yeah, that was the base. Oh, no, I don't know if that was the base one. Some of them are newer. Some are older. And you can alter the colours as well. You can... paint it, customize trains, so you can have like a train, you can have logos on it and stuff like that. But we haven't got time for that. Definitely not. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be not a considerable amount of time until we win. There's also trains stopped, and that's because it's probably trying to go that way here. This is why the medium routing is one I would normally recommend. Half maintenance cost on all trains, best in the game. Buying that. I will get this, Jay. You can, I mean, oh, do you know what? There you go. There's just over 500,000, a 250,000 rather. So good luck to you. Yep, didn't even need to pay that much. Just trying to prove a point to him. Yeah, I would say the ooh, that's a nice train. Well, rivets on the firebox as well. Nice. 462 Pacific, 80 miles an hour, passenger train. Let's go for upgrading on this one then. And yes, it is actually passenger. Can you see that one there? We've got overall speed there. This is faster, but in terms of drop-off, it's actually slower for the freight. We can see is blue. So that one will do about 35, I think. 30, 35 with 8 carriages, whereas that one will do about 25. So, yeah. Los Angeles Comet. Those are named ones because we've got the... Because they set a record, like speed record and such. I mean, I could go around and upgrade all those, but it's not going to happen. 56 miles an hour Los Angeles Terminal. Very nice. So that'll be a new one, probably. Or it might be... That might be the Zephyr. Was it? Doesn't say. Anyway, as I was saying, the routing I would recommend highly that you leave it on medium, and that means the trains can clip through each other, and that's simply because of the game's age. At times it will just do silly things like actually I need to upgrade this to a station to a terminal, and then that I'll need to delete, and then I'll double track it along to there, and then that should make it. Hang on. Oh, and then the train. Wrong button. There we go. That's now in progress. That's working. I believe it's that one. And then to there. I think that's what it was. I think that's the one I deleted anyway. And the reason is because it wasn't placing them on these two tracks. It was placing the new trains on the right-hand side, which then was going all over the place. And you saw, like, you can see some of the trains' weird problems here, which I've never seen it to that extent. So that's an interesting one. And medium means if there are any glitches and such, then you'll be all right with it, and it's good enough at that level to still be accurate. And boom, and then there is one merge. We've orchestrated amazing takeover. We can see that victory conditions. I haven't gone from sea to shining sea, so I haven't got that victory condition medal complete there, sadly. But we have got the coin for the Desert Blossoms, which is safe passage to the desert, LA and Los Angeles connected, and also again 5 million net worth. Overcoming depression, we got amass 10,000, which we did quite easily. Buy everybody out, yes, and we need LA. LA needs a power plant. Well, that's quite easy. We just go to LA, we say build one, and then we say a power plant, and then there's that one there. And the only one we didn't do, sadly, is connect Phoenix, Flagstaff, and Las Vegas, because we started pretty much at the opposite side of the country, and we didn't need to because we bought everything. So we probably have connected it now in some weird way. Although there might be 1 or 2 bits that we need to do, but we can't complete it now because it's completed by 1899 and it is 1905. Either way, we have won and had some fun at that. That has been a little bit of Railroads. Still does hold up, but it is starting to crack under the weight of time, essentially. But you know what? I don't particularly care. I do just like playing the game. I really do. I might have to go and check out a couple of the other ones now. Like say Mashinki and Railway Empire being some of the newer ones. And there's many others as well, I'm sure. And I've featured most of them. I think I've featured most of them on the channel. Good grief, look at the state of that. That was a 310 to humour. Yeah. I think that denotes the amount of 310 miles of track on bridges alone, rather than when the train actually turns up. Either way, that has been Sid Meier's Railroads. Links in the description so you can check it out yourself. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.